Borotan Z. I plan to share tips and information for enjoying 3D CG creation, aimed at those who are looking to start 3D CG or those who want to work in the field. This time, I will show you a groundbreaking low-poly character modeling method. When you create a CG model with low polygons, the processing load is light because there are fewer polygons, and it can be animated in real time. Low-poly models are created in many scenarios, such as when creating models for games, and also to simplify the workflow when animating high-quality CG models for video production. The advantages of using low polygons are significant, making it an essential skill for CG professionals. However, retopologizing a high-poly character down to low-poly is a demanding and time-consuming process. After much trial and error trying to find a faster, easier, and more enjoyable way to create models, I managed to develop a revolutionary creation method in Blender, which I would like to teach you. I hope this technique will be useful for everyone who wants to enjoy creating characters. Let's get started. We will use the cube that appears initially. We will create a basic low-poly human character starting from this cube. I plan to make this cube the human chest. Select the cube and switch to edit mode. Select the top face of the cube and extrude that face using the tool on the left. Scale it down slightly and then extrude it further upwards to create the neck. Repeat the process of extruding and scaling to create the head. Extrude 3 faces on the front of the head and scale them to form the face. Next, we will create the torso and waist. Select the face beneath the chest and extrude and scale it to form the torso and waist. Now select the loop cut tool and loop cut the center of the body. Turn on X-ray view. Select half of the face polygons on one side and delete them. Once half is deleted, add a mirror modifier in the modifier properties. This allows you to create the opposite side simply by working on one side. Next, we'll create the legs. Extrude from the waist and rotate the faces as you extrude the legs. Make sure to consciously add more polygons around the joints. We will create up to the tips of the feet. Even if the shape looks a bit crude, we will adjust the overall shape later. So for now, focus only on creating the shape. Select the face on the sole of the foot, extrude it slightly downward, and scale it horizontally. Since we want the sole to be as flat as possible, we will increase the edges around it. Next, we will create the arms. Select the side face of the chest this time, and extrude it to create the arms. The length and proportion of the arms will be adjusted later, so just focus on the shape for now. We will also create the hands. After creating the thumb, turn it sideways and add loop cuts across the side face. To divide it, since we want 4 fingers, divide only the faces we intend to extrude the fingers from so that the polygons are halved. Use the knife tool to make the cuts. If you click while holding down Control, you can add an edge exactly in the middle. From there, extrude the 4 fingers. When selecting the finger polygons, it makes the work easier if you select the tip vertex first and then expand the selection using Select More. Once this is done, we will adjust the model to match the correct human proportions. Since there are few vertices to adjust, it can be done easily. Just like the human diagrams attributed to Leonardo da Vinci, there are human body ratios that result in aesthetically pleasing drawings. We will adjust the proportions based on those references. The ratio of the upper body to the lower body is 1:1. The height of the shoulder is 2/3 the height of the upper body. The width of the shoulder is 1.5 to 2 times the width of the head. For the legs, the length from the crotch to the knee and the length from the knee to the ankle are the same. The height of the toes/feet is 1/6 the length of the foot. For the arms, the length from the shoulder to the elbow and the length from the elbow to the wrist are the same. A palm, when spread out, is slightly smaller than the size of the face. It is easier to work when you place a reference image next to your model. You can find many useful reference images by searching for human proportions, so download the ones you like. Drag and drop the reference image file and place it next to the model. It is better to match the scale of the height, so press the -y-axis to switch to the front view. Use the measure tool to measure the length and adjust the size of the image. It is better to adjust the model to match that. Turn on X-ray display and adjust the overall shape using point selection. Adjust the side view as well. Click the Apply icon on the far right of the mirror modifier. Once the mirror is applied, the opposite side becomes editable. In the modifier properties, add a subdivision surface modifier. This will subdivide the polygons. Keep the subdivision level as is and apply smooth shading. We will now refine the low vertex model into a clean shape using Sculpt mode. Activate Symmetry X. Use sculpting tools like the grab brush to refine the silhouette while rotating the model. Although there are few points to control, sculpting intuitively allows for quick and clean creation. If you cannot achieve the desired shape, please increase the vertices using loop cuts or other methods in edit mode. We have now created a beautiful low-poly base model for a character. It seems like you could create any character by building on this base. Although we didn't create the face this time, if you establish a basic shape for the face while it's still low poly, and then refine it with sculpting, you can create any character easily, quickly, and enjoyably. Let's apply the multi-resolution modifier to this model and try some simple sculpting. we will easily create a superhero in a full bodysuit. We will sculpt the muscles using images of muscular men as reference. It's fun to sculpt muscles, isn't it? The sculpting performed with multi-resolution can be baked onto the base mesh as a normal map, making it easy to use for things like games. To briefly explain the process, unwrap the UVs, create a new image, set the render engine to cycles. Under Render Properties, there is a Bake section. Check the option to bake from multi-resolution. Set the bake type to normal. Press the Bake button above. A normal map will be generated. Set the color space of the created image to non-color. Add a normal map node from the Vector section of the Add menu. Connect the color of the generated image to the normal map node, and connect the normal map node to the normal input of the principled BSDF. With this, detailed geometry is still represented even if you delete the multi-resolution modifier. What do you think? Don't you agree that using this innovative creation method makes it possible to create character models easily, quickly, and enjoyably? Let's leap into the world of infinite creation. In the next video, we will add an armature to this character so that it can be animated. See you in the next video!